Hi guys, so this is a new reading vlog and this is going to be a quick one because I'm doing the Pop Culture Readathon mini edition, which is based on the 90s classic The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I am doing two books this round. So the first one is Raybearer, which covers two challenges, which is Aunt Viv, which is like a leader, boss character, and I think Ashley, which is a YA heroine who is a person of colour. And then the other one is Song Below Water, which covers a 2020 release and it's set in a school. So that I've got so far. I am got 6 hours left on A Song Below Water, so I'm going to listen to that today. And I've got 4 hours left on Raybearer. And I just got an exciting package in the mail, which is why I'm so excited. I can't show you it because it's part of a project that I'm working on, which I can't talk about yet. But I am so ridiculously happy. So now all I am waiting for is like 2 more things, and then I'm good to go. But yeah, so this is just an update. I'm going to work some more on my assignment while I listen to more of Song Below Water, and I will see you guys later.
Emperor, I have begun to doubt his righteousness. Mortality grant that the lady has suspected me nothing but justice. We'll save her without your help, I told men. The elves smiled. But my struggles are too strong even for you, daughter. The lady's hollow counsel is her only chance of escape. One counsel member is here at the Kina house. She brought the lady in as we speak. Good, I shall back. Then we'll help her. Come on, Jeet. We'll spend the night at the Kina house and leave at first light. Men frown. That house is not the happy chapter of the story. Are you sure you want to return?
Thumbnails for this are going to be interesting. So I just wanted to quickly jump on the vlog for a bit and update you guys. So I have actually finished one of my first books for the Pop Culture Readathon Fresh Prince mini round edition, and that was Raybearer, which was for the prompts to read a YA book with a strong protagonist, and I think also to read a book with a leader or like character who is like really strong and like classic. And that could both of that, which is good. So it was really fun. It also has like, there was one character which explicitly stated that they were ace. Like, they didn't use the word asexual, but there was like an explicit passage where it's like, I don't think I want to have relations with anyone ever. And like, my precious boy, and just seeing that in a fantasy book is just so... Oh, and I'm wearing purple, which is awesome. It just was like, oh, my sweet baby boy. So yeah, I am really intrigued to see where it's going to go, considering the ending that happened at the end of Raybearer. I will say that when they were setting up the main, not main conflict, but there was a side story that leads into the main conflict, I saw what would be the reveal pretty early on, and that's just on me reading a lot of fantasy books. But the moment that it hit, I was like, I knew it, I was right, this is going to get interesting. And it was interesting. It was interesting in the fact that there is just so much intertwined. I can't say anything because I don't really want to spoil this, but just that reveal when it came just was like, now we're getting into something. It was just deeply political and just everything. Oh, and the narrator was, I want to read more books that she narrates. I want to explore her as a narrator because she just gave the most brilliant performance. So Raybearer is done. I did have another book, I'm going to call it a book because it's up on Goodreads, which is a short story by Maria Lewis, which is The Otherworld Sister, which takes place it takes place before the book The Wailing Woman, so it's set between The Witch Who Called Death and The Wailing Woman, but you should read it after you've read The Wailing Woman because it's about a character that appears in The Wailing Woman. It was so good. I just love it when authors are like, hey, to tide you over until the next book, here's a short story about a character that I didn't flesh out completely, but people are still interested in. And just seeing everything that was set up in The Wailing Woman sort of pay off or being told in The Otherworld Sister was just really, really good. So I'm going to actually use that as one of the prompts, I think. So the last thing I've got to read is A Song Below Water, which I've got 5 hours left of it. I do have a podiatry appointment at 2, so my plan is to finish drinking my drink and then I'll go get my clothes off the line and then I have to head out to my appointment, which is really going to be fun because I've been waiting all year for this appointment. My podiatry centre is relatively close to me, but they're always booked out. And then I also got a text message from a shop saying that my order has come in, so tomorrow I have to do errands because I haven't done errands all week because it's been raining, but it's a nice day out today. So that is my update for this. I have to do some more work, so I'll probably listen to the song Below Water while I do my assessments. I also have to work more on a project that I've been hinting at, but I'm not ready to bring it out yet. You might have seen a clip of me working on that in the last clip. But needless to say, I'm really, really excited about that project. It's been coming along slowly. I've had to get everything shipped in, but obviously because of COVID, it's taking a lot slower. So yes, very, very excited, and I will see you guys in the next vlog clip. Hello, welcome home. Oh, is it my Keel? How's my Keel? Oh, is that good Keel? Ready for lunch? Huh? Where are ya? Are you ready for lunch? Okay, let's go. Hi, welcome to day 6 of the Pop Culture Readathon, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air edition. Last we left off, I was just coming home from an appointment that I had, and you saw me walking with my walker. And then today I had to go downtown and run some errands, including picking up some orders that I'd ordered from various shops and just doing some last minute grocery shopping. And I've got my lunch on, so if a buzzer goes off, that's that. But I wanted just to talk about my walker and how it makes me feel, because I was downtown today. I had like a jacket on because it was hot, but I'll take it off now. And I was walking around with my walker, and I have sort of a complicated relationship with it. I bought it initially because I thought I was going to go down to Sydney, and Sydney is not very well constructed for disabled people. Like, there aren't a lot of spare seats, and I just bought it because I was getting so tired and my legs were literally like clocking up like that every time I came back from Sydney. So I bought that, but as I've been using it around my town, or my home, CBD, I've just been feeling a lot better about myself and my walking. And I don't use it all the time. I just use it when my feet, or I just feel a bit weird, but I need to do stuff because everything needs to get done. And it's just nice for like while I'm down there. And then comes some of the looks that reminds me why I don't necessarily use this in the first place, and I think that needs to stop. You need to stop looking at someone who is relatively young and look at them like they're misusing something that's meant for older people. Disability can affect any age, and whether you're born with it or you just happen to come into it later in life, we all should have access to walking and mobility accessories. And I just wanted to say that, like, using one again after not using one for so many years really just helped me today, and I like it, and I may be using it more in the future, not only for conventions when conventions start back up, but regular trips when I'm not feeling too good. And yeah, so that's it. My walker's name is Alice, for the Disney character, and just because periodically when I've had to introduce a new thing into my routine, I give them a name so I get more attached to it. So Alice is nice, she's comfortable, and yeah, that's just it. I have got 4 hours left of A Song Below Water. That book, it's interesting and intriguing, but I'm finding myself not as enjoying it as much because it's young adult, and I think I am starting to either grow out of the young adult contemporary genre. I'm still into like young adult fantasy, but I just think that, like, there have been times in this book where I just look at the protagonists, and even though they are teenagers and they're meant to be written as teenagers, I'm just like, just communicate. Like, I understand, because I was a teenager once, I understand, but still, I really don't want to like look at a book like that. I want to enjoy every aspect of a book. So I am going to finish it. I am really enjoying how she is using the mythology of sirens and all different supernatural creatures to sort of explore racism in America and what it's like being a young black woman in America, and I really am finding that fascinating, the way that she's using the mythological to sort of be an analogue to the real world. And yes, and the writing is nice. I just think that I am growing out of YA contemporaries, unfortunately, and that makes me sad because some of the other books that I've got on my thing are YA, but I know that I've got 2 more YA fantasies that I want to read, which is The Forest of Souls, Forest of something by Lee, someone, and then Star Daughter, which has been like one of my most like hyped up books, and I've got to wait till the 10th, I think, until I get more, because Scribd is limited to me, and all the audiobooks that I actually want to read, and now I've got to wait till next month to read them. So that'll be that. I will catch you guys later, and I'm just going to go have lunch now. Alright, bye. Hi guys, so it's the last day of the readathon, and I just finished the last book. which was A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. This one was really, really fun. There were a few aspects that, like, just because it was like a meeting, like I'm sort of outgrowing that sort of trope, but the story itself and the characters were lovely and they felt real and authentic, and I just loved the supernatural worldy elements, and especially like near the end when we find out what Effie truly is, and just I was very invested in that. And so that was completely great. I used that for the challenge Carlton Banks and the Fresh Prince, which was to read a book set at a school, because the majority of the book is set, I think like 80% of it is set at their like day-to-day school. And then the Fresh Prince, which was a 2020 release, and this was released in 2020. So I'm just going to recap what I've read for this readathon. So for the Fresh Prince, I read A Song Below Water. I also counted The Other World's Sister by Maria Lewis, because I didn't know if I would get A Song Below Water finished, just because Squid kept like taking the book out and taking it back on, and it was a whole thing. Then the original Aunt Viv to read like a leader or a HBIC character. I chose Raybearer, which was great. I love that, 4 stars. And again, I just put The Other World Sister because Saoirse is she's such a badass. I loved her so much. Then again, for Carlton Banks, a boarding school, prep school setting, A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow, and Ashley Banks, a YA black main heroine, Raybearer. Raybearer was my favourite. The Other World Sister coming close, and like by a slim margin, A Song Below Water, because Raybearer just was it was just great. It felt so good, and to have Ace rap in a fantasy story was just something that I love to see. I love to see myself represented in fantasy. Woo! The Other World Sister was a short story by Maria Lewis, and everything Maria Lewis writes, I eat up. The Who's Afraid Supernatural Sisters universe is one of my favorites, and every time I revisit that universe, it just makes me so inexplicably happy. And A Song Below Water was great. I really wish that like the world of the supernatural had been just explored a bit more, but I did like the fact that there were like creatures working at Ren fairs to cover up what they really were, and I liked that whole aspect. So yeah, I think I did well. I completed all the prompts in like 3 books, so I'm happy, and my journal spread turned out so great. I loved it. So that is me done for the Pop Culture Readathon Fresh Prince of Bel-Air mini round. There has been talks on Twitter as I'm recording of maybe like a 24-hour readathon. And if that happens, I will definitely participate because this was so much fun. I look forward to the next round. So thank you for watching this video. If you've read any of these books, please let me know down below what your thoughts are on them. I'd love to hear it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.